Hello and welcome to Only in Sedona Yoga for our Don't Judge One flow. We're going to get started with our dynamic warm-up to get our blood and synovial fluid flowing to those joints. We'll go into our vinyasa flow, getting a little strength and cardio with your flexibility, taking it down to our yin style restorative stretches to work into those deep muscles and connective tissues, and concluding with our closing meditation. If you're enjoying this video series, please help us keep the love going by hitting like, subscribe, and share. And let's bring it in here, and let's go into some squats with those big arm circles, making it a proprioceptive movement. Proprioception just refers to how you feel your movement of your body through space. If you want to test your proprioception right now, close your eyes and feel your body moving through space. And you'll notice sometimes my movement when we do these dynamic proprioceptive stretches are not that graceful because of the brain injury I have. But that doesn't mean I can't do it. Don't judge. That's our theme for today. And let's get some Tai Chi Twists here. Just twisting side to side. Working through that plane. Warming up your spine. Getting you ready to move. Being gentle on your body. So if you have any aches, pains, creaky joints today, you can get in your recommended movement without it hurting you more, because who wants that, right? And let's get ready to begin our vinyasa flow. Let's come to the front of our mat. Stand nice and straight and tall in your mountain pose. Invisible string lifting your head up to the sky. Bring your palms to heart center. And let's begin with starting an intention or setting an intention for your practice. A good intention for today's practice is, I see things as they are and accept reality without judgment, so that I can make things continually better. And let's begin our flow. Inhale, reach yourself tall to the sky. Look up as those palms touch. Exhale as you walk yourself down into your first forward fold, just holding where you're comfy. You might be here at the ankles. If you're a little more flexible, you might want to take the toes. A good way to loosen up your lower back, if you have any lower back problems here, is to take some time to just pendulum here a little bit. You can get the shoulders involved if you like. You can even take a few blocks. If you want to use a block for extra support, please be my guest. These workouts are for you to get into your body, heal your muscles, strengthen, tone, work your heart a little bit, and feel better. So please do what you need to do for you. Bring those palms to the earth now. Step yourself back into that plank. Take a second to feel your strength here in that plank position. Your tummy's pulling in. You have one nice straight line all the way from the top of your head down to your ankles. And we're going to Chaturanga. If you want to use your strength, just shoot your shoulders forward a little and start bending your elbows. If that's a little too much, bring your knees down to the mat and slowly relax. And then take any cobra or sphinx or up dog variation you like. You can be here in sphinx if your low back's a little iffy. You can come up to a cobra right here, keeping your thighs on the earth. You can lift up those thighs into a full up dog if you wish. Please pick the level that works for you. And take a second here. I'm going to come into cobra. Look over each shoulder. Gently loosening yourself up, loosening up those muscles, taking our time and loving our bodies. And now let's push up to all fours to go into our down dog. Tuck those toes, lift yourself up, glutes up to the sky, and let's take a second to make this pose more comfy. So bend your knees, lift that fanny a little taller, and let those heels sink back towards the earth. And you can go ahead and walk out your dog. Now is a good opportunity, fellow yogi, to start connecting your movement with your breath. So inhaling and exhaling here as you alternately lower those heels ever so gently closer to the earth. And when you're ready, lift up on both toes and sink, and just take one nice deep breath here in your beautiful down dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift that right leg up into a down dog split. Exhale, pull that leg all the way through. We're going to come into Anjanayasana. Your first level is to grab your blocks, and you're just right here, leaning forward so that you feel that great opening on the front of your thigh and through that hip flexor. If you're feeling a little more energetic today, you can get rid of the blocks. You can lift your arms up to the sky. Please take whatever level works for you. I'm going to use blocks today. I feel like a lot of instructors show you the modified version and then take the more advanced one, so I'm going to try to break that pattern here a little. And just take a nice breath in your Anjanayasana. And then ever so gently, we're going to push back into a runner stretch. So again, you can adjust your blocks, reaching out long, elongating from your chest. I know I look funny reaching forward with a block, but reach forward from that chest. And take a nice breath here. And let's add a little breath body here. So let's inhale at the top. Exhale as you go into a little bit of spinal flexion. Inhale up. Exhale to that spinal flexion. Inhale up. Exhale into that spinal flexion. Now as we go through this flow the second time, you have the option of holding it here, reaching forward, or taking that flexion. Take your blocks to the side and just walk yourself forward. We're going to come into pigeon next, so just come down into that beautiful pigeon. Lift that chest up high and take a nice deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Tuck that back toe. Come into a single leg plank here. You'll really feel your arm strength, your core strength here. Lift back up into that down dog split. Feel that strength, yogi. Drop that foot down. And then just take a nice stroll right up to the front of your mat. Surrendering to that forward fold before rolling it up. Looking up overhead as those palms touch. Bringing your hands back to heart center. And taking a breath to absorb that work. Great job, yogi. Inhale, come on up. Palms touch. Exhale, slowly surrender to that forward fold. We're going to get that on the left. Inhale yourself to a flat spine. Exhale as you take those palms down. Walk yourself back to that plank. Any version of Chaturanga you like. Any version of Sphinx, Cobra, or Up Dog you like. Inhale here. Exhale as you push yourself back through all fours, tucking those toes, and into that down dog where you hold for one breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale that left leg up into that down dog split. Exhale, pull it through. Inhale, come into your Anjanayasana. Again, I'm going to take all the modified versions with you today, yogis. So grab those blocks if you need them so you can really lean in and open up that hip. Take a breath. Inhale as you push yourself back. Exhale as you find the expression of that runner's stretch. And if you want to vinyasa it out, since we did it on the other side, let's do that here too. Inhale up. Exhale, surrender flexion. Inhale up, extension. Exhale, flexion. Inhale up, extension. Exhale, flexion. Take a breath. Take those blocks out of the way as you come into that pigeon pose, just walking that foot around and then lifting up nice and tall and taking a breath, beautiful yogi. Inhale up into that single leg plank. Feel that strength. Feel your core strength holding this leg up. Exhale. Shoot up into your down dog split. Pull it down as you take an inhale and gather your strength. And exhale, walk it forward. Surrender to that forward fold. And roll yourself all the way up to the top, palms touch. Before coming to heart center to pause for a breath. We're going to do that whole flow without stopping, one time each side. Reconnect with your intention here, yogi, and let's begin. Inhale, hands come up, palms touch. Exhale, surrender to that forward fold. Inhale to that flat spine. Exhale, step or hop back to your plank. Any version of Chaturanga you like. Any Cobra Up Dog you like. Exhaling as you push back through all fours, tucking those toes, and coming into your downward dog for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift that right leg up, down dog split. Exhale, come on through. Anjanayasana, one breath. Inhale as you begin to move. Exhale as you take your runner stretch, extend or flex, one breath. Inhaling again as you begin to move. Just take those blocks to the side. Come into your pigeon however you can. And take a breath. Inhale yourself up to that single leg plank. Feel the strength. Exhale, come up to that down dog split. Inhale as you drop down and gather your strength. Walk it forward with a flat spine. Then surrendering to the forward fold. Then inhaling your way all the way up and flowing right to the other side. Here we go. Palms touch. Exhaling as you dive right on back down. Inhaling to a flat spine. Exhaling as you come back to that plank. any Chaturanga that you like, any Cobra Up Dog as you like with an inhale, exhaling back through all fours to that down dog. One breath. Inhale, left leg comes up, down dog split. Exhale, pull it through, Anjanayasana. Take a breath. Inhale right here. Exhaling, finding that runner stretch and taking a breath. Breathing your way into that beautiful pigeon. And once more, taking a breath. Inhaling up to that single leg plank. Exhaling down dog split. Inhaling, come on down to that down dog. Exhaling, walk it forward. Surrender to that forward fold. And as you inhale up, yogi, give yourself a big round of applause, a big congratulations, because you did it. Great job. Let's take it down now to the mat. We're going to come into that Halasana Squat. Just go ahead. Bring your elbows to your knees. Now, if you want to give yourself a little landing pad, I should have showed you that first. You can be sitting here on your blocks, yogi. Feel free to do that. If not, once you get down, just take it into an easy Sukhasana seated position and roll your shoulders back. We're going to go back into that pigeon and work our way into a half fire log. So go ahead and turn yourself around on your mat. Notice in pigeon your foot can be a little bit closer here. What I'd like you to do is go ahead and move it out here so that it's even and parallel with the front of your mat. Take a nice breath at the top and then start to walk your way down. And what I'd like you to do here with your breathing, yogi, is start to smooth out your breathing as we go into these slower stretches. Inhaling for a count of 4. And exhaling for a count of 4. So do that now as you stretch. Focus on smoothing out that breathing. We're going to slow it down even more as we go through these longer yin style stretches. I talked to you in purpose and some of my other videos about designing this program, how it had to combine strength, cardio, flexibility, how to have that mental component, that all important mental component, how to be able to be done with no equipment, and how to be always free. And let's come on up out of this. And let's just switch sides. So just bring that leg in, and however you can, switch legs. Make it comfortable for yourself. The key is to try to get this front leg as close to parallel with the front of the mat as you can. Inhaling at the top, and then walking yourself down. But if you watch some of my other videos, I forget which one, I talked about how my dream is to get a tiny home development started for people like me who have suffered with housing insecurity because of chronic illness. And so I was like, okay, well, we don't want to put mid-roll ads in, you know, if we get popular enough to deserve them. We don't want to do that because we don't want to interrupt the experience. How are we going to make this profitable? And what my partner and I decided to do is we're trademarking the MSM Yoga program. So if you want to teach MSM Yoga, you can't just go out and say, hey, I'm an MSM Yoga instructor. What we're going to do is set up a Patreon here where you can get certified that way. And we're working on putting together the workshops for that so that you can get certified. That's all still coming together. This is all very new. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm a very sick person with a dream of helping people. That's literally all I am and who I am. So if you have better business ideas, let me know. But yeah, we're working on upgrading the website so that if you have money, you can purchase through there and support our mission that way. And also, if you really like MSM Yoga, let's start to come out, and you want to get certified, and you want to share this love with others, you can support us that way as well. And in the meantime, our MSM Yoga program stays free for everybody, because heaven knows we need that in the United States, free ways to take care of yourself. Lift up nice and tall. We're going to go into Janu now. Turn towards that extended leg. If you have a strap, you might want to take it, but what I want to caution you here is please don't pull. Just kind of make it gentle. Find that edge of resistance, that tension, and lovingly, 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 with so much love, breathe into it. This is our no judgment flow. Don't judge, don't judge. It's all about loving your body and seeing things as they are, and then choosing to approach those problems or issues, or without labeling them as positive or negative, just accepting things as they are, and then seeing how can you move forward with love. How can you generate that good, loving vibration that we all know and we all feel? You know when you're doing the right thing. You feel it in your heart. You generate that positive energy. And so that's what we're working on today. Let's come on up and switch sides ever so gently. Another thing you can do here, yogi, if it helps, or even just maybe not even helps, but change the angle, you can sit on a block here in Janu. I'm going to show you that option. And really all it does is it kind of changes the angle. It kind of makes it like a Janu 2 in Ashtanga style yoga, where you're sitting on your heel, only you're sitting on a block, which is a little bit more comfortable. If your heel is small and you're tiny, it doesn't have much padding. But yeah, just accept things as they are and then try to approach them with love. That's what I'm trying to do with this program. I'm accepting that I'm a broken human being with nothing more to give than what I've been using to heal myself. And it drives me so crazy. I see so many families torn apart and things like that. When people come out and about their gender identity or sexual identity, and it's just like, think about that for a second. How can you approach that with love? Like, judging a person and not accepting them as they are and demanding that they change to fit your worldview, that's just not approaching things with love. Loving a person is accepting them who they are, as who they are. So try to generate that frequency, that love vibration. You'll have so much fewer problems. Who wants family conflict? Who wants hate? Who wants dissension? Nobody wants that stuff, right? So don't judge. And don't judge yourself either. Be nice to yourself. Come into your Baddha Kunasana now. Sit nice and tall, nice and straight and tall. And just start going down. Now here again, as we did in our runner stretch, you have a choice, yogi. You can extend forward with the chest. If it's more comfortable for you to round, you can go into flexion and round forward. The important thing to remember here is please don't pull. Surrender to these longer stretches. Surrender to these longer stretches. Breathe into that edge of resistance with love. Not judging, oh my goodness, I'm not as flexible as so-and-so. I'll tell you a secret, guys. I am not the world's best yogi by any stretch of the imagination. Doesn't mean I can't do it. Don't judge. Accept what is. And from that starting point, you can make things better. Really start bringing your breathing down here, yogi. You're still inhaling for that 4 count, but make your next exhale a count of 5. And from there, your next exhale after that is a count of 6, and then 7, and then 8, until your exhales become twice as long as your inhales. Come on up. We're going to go into 2 final supine stretches. Support yourself here behind your legs, yogi. Gently take yourself down. Extend that left leg. Bring that right leg into your chest. And cross it over. Little supine twist. Again, drawing that awareness to your breaths. Gradually making your exhalations twice as long as your inhalations, to tap into that parasympathetic nervous system and induce a quiet, calm, reflective state for our closing meditation. Let's bring this back in, and let's take that on the other side and cross over. I have to remember that I'm wearing a different microphone today. We're having some microphone issues, but we will get them worked out for you guys. Just focus on your breath. Just focusing that awareness inward. You did a beautiful job today, yogi. Bring yourself in. Give yourself one final loving hug, full of acceptance, free of any judgment. And then gently relax and fall into that final resting pose as we conclude with our guided meditation. Alright, beautiful yogi, relax now in your Shavasana pose or any final resting position that allows you to feel comfortable, relaxed, and draw your attention to your internal world. For the next few minutes, please focus on nothing but the rhythm of your breathing and the sound of my voice. Use your breath to continue relaxing you, feeling your chest rise as you inhale, feeling your belly rise, feeling tendrils of energy flooding each cell of your body to the tips of your fingers and toes. And as you exhale ever so slowly and completely, consciously let go of any areas that still feel tense or tight. Notice these areas as you breathe without judging them. Just bring them into your awareness. And with your next inhale, try to consciously relax them as you breathe love and light into these areas. Maybe you carry your tension in your hips or your shoulders, perhaps your jaw, those little muscles around your eyes, somewhere along your back. Accept that you have these sore areas and just relax them, showering them with love, accepting them as they are, no pressure. Remember, beautiful yogi, everything that exists, be these things tangible or intangible, are neither inherently positive or negative. They simply are. When we look at things without the lens of judgment, we're able to accept reality as it is and decide how to best move forward. What challenging situation can you see today just as it is? Acceptance is not the same as toxic positivity. Toxic positivity insists that you see things not as they are. It casts a glamour over events, a false front that protects your ego from what it does not wish to see. Acceptance requires letting go of judgment and seeing things, circumstances, just as they are, without weighting them down or coloring them with our perception of them as good or bad. Because few things in life are all good or all bad. At an energetic level, negative feelings, emotions, vibes, whatever word you wish to use, represent the energy of change. Think of these feelings like the death card in tarot. These sensations don't necessarily signify death or destruction, but change, the removal of something that's no longer necessary in your life. Maybe someone you love recently told you something that challenges your long-held belief system. Perhaps you got some news about something personally that completely altered your future as you thought it would be. Sit with the emotions you have surrounding this for a moment. Maybe what they are telling you is that it is your time to change, your time to undergo a fundamental shift for reasons you may not yet even understand. Remember, yogi, true positivity resonates and vibrates with the frequency of universal love, acceptance, and growth. It is the stuff that drives mothers to nurture their infants and inventors to spend countless hours perfecting a new product or method that will benefit humanity as a whole. Take a few moments now to let go of any remaining judgments you have surrounding any circumstances that cause you distress. and let them vibrate with this love frequency. What does love tell you is the solution to moving through this period of change? When you act not out of judgment, but out of love, you can transform your world and the lives of everyone you touch. Choose your beautiful energy wisely, dear yogi. Namaste.